Hi lovelies, and welcome back to this channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda's channel. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications so that anytime I upload a video, you will be the first person to be notified. And to my returning subscribers, to those people that share my videos, leave commentaries, and also educate each and every one of us, you guys are the real MVP. Alright lovelies, let's dive in today. So lovelies, I came across this video on my For You page on TikTok, and I thought to share with you guys where a lot of Hispanic people are all out to drag their men for putting them in a predicament way. I'm just going to roll the clip as well as some of other stitches I was able to put together. They are so angry to the fact that very soon they will be going back to wherever they are coming from. Please leave me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video, and please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We're just here for educational and informative purposes. Alright lovelies, let's dive into it.
Oh, you can't just blame Latino voters. Like, yes the fuck I can, and I say that with my immigrant ass passport, okay? Yes, you can blame the campaign. Yes, you can blame the party. But at the end of the day, there's this little thing called personal accountability. In 2016, I was a little bit more lenient because, okay, people just don't know. They don't understand the consequences. But we lived through that presidency. What I'm hearing now, even from immigrants, undocumented immigrants, because yes, if you have TPS, if you had DACA, you're still undocumented under federal law. Oh, it wasn't that bad under Trump. Oh, Trump's not gonna do anything. Oh, he didn't do anything last time. Oh, yes, he didn't. He tried. The only thing that stopped him was a full resistance movement that filed lawsuits for every single one of his executive orders. What really gets me is that a lot of people who have undocumented family or themselves are undocumented will ultimately need the help of other people who told y'all, don't let this man back in office. Relying on people like myself who have been doing immigration advocacy for years, it generally makes me not want to do this shit anymore. Like next year, a lot of us are going to be helping people that couldn't even help themselves by voting for their best interest. You know where gas really going to be cheap? In fucking Mexico. Yeah, it is.
Mark my words, history repeats itself. This is what happened. We had Ellis Island, an influx of immigrants who then got scapegoat and used to justify a bad economy and an inflated stock market, which then crashed, caused the Great Depression. And the only way we got out of the Great Depression was with a world war and with a bunch of government programs. We just finished phase 1 of that same playbook.
Imagine my surprise when I learned that it was Latinos that put this man into office. I was 4 years old when I was first asked to stand before an immigration official and explain why I deserved to go to the United States. I was 4. I was 9 when a Border Patrol agent woke me up by shouting in my face so close I could feel his breath, pointing a flashlight in my face, asking me if I spoke English. I was 11 when SB 1070 first passed in Arizona, and I was terrified that I would be targeted or my loved ones would be targeted because we might look Hispanic. I was 13 when a shoddy immigration lawyer gave my family bad advice and permanently separated us. I was 15 when a boy from school was violently stalking and threatening me, and I couldn't go to the police because I was undocumented. I never even told my parents. They still don't know I just moved schools. I was 18 when I decided I wanted to become an immigration attorney so that no family would ever have to go through something like this ever again. And for the last 8 years, I've worked in immigration, advocating for immigrant rights and fair and reasonable immigration law and policy. So imagine my surprise when I learned that it was Latinos that put this man into office. The community that I've been fighting for and the people that were supposed to be fighting alongside me would rather aspire to whiteness than to reform an organization that has been dehumanizing and villainizing and abusing our community for the last 30 years. I have no words today. I'm just rethinking my whole ass life. I hope that you are doing okay and making some space for your mental health. Mañana será otro día y la lucha sigue.
I can't believe that the Latinos voted for Trump. I can. I believe it 100%. Girl, y'all have to stop acting like it is just Cubans that are racist and conservative in the Latino community. Coming from a Colombian girl. Look at the politics of Colombia. Yes, I know our president is like more left-leaning this time and very progressive. But Girl, look at the politics and the history. Look at their stances on abortion. I know she's decriminalized. However, that just means that you can't go to jail if you got an abortion, okay? Or if you're a doctor that conducts an abortion. That does not fucking mean that it is socially accepted. Turn on Telemundo. You tell me how many people of color you see on Telemundo. You tell me how many brown and black people you see on that show. Tell me if they're casting. Turn on Caracol. Tell me how many people of color you see on there. Like, I don't want to hear it that we're this progressive community. We're not. So yeah, I 100% believe it. And for all of these freaking people who are Latinos that voted for Trump, I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this. He doesn't like you. He never liked you. And he's never gonna respect you. And if y'all weren't born here, he's gonna try and find a way to get you deported. So, congratulations for looking stupid.
I am genuinely curious if you identify as a Latino and you voted for Trump. Can you tell me what was the specific factor in that decision? And curious to know if you are first gen. And I don't want this to turn into a heated discussion debate discussion in the comments. I'm from California and I do live in my California bubble where everyone predominantly votes Democrat. And I'm just curious, like, I want to understand, like, I want to know, especially because this is my community and I want to understand.
Hey y'all, I've already seen a mass amount of people blaming all Latinos for the Trumpian win, particularly those that voted in Florida and Pennsylvania, but I want y'all to know that Mexican people demographically do not typically vote for Republicans. It is actually typically Cubans and other Central Americans. This is courtesy of Pew Research Center. As you can see here, Cubans typically are the ones who vote for the GOP, and Mexican people typically tend to vote for the Democratic Party. This is because Cubans live in a country that is heavily sanctioned by the United States, and as a result, it is very impoverished. But the Cubans who migrate here are under the impression that the reason that their country is in shambles is because of socialism. So they fundamentally oppose any policies that are beneficial to the general public because they are afraid of communist policy. And it's important to get specific because there are many different ethnic groups inside of the Latino community, and that includes Black people. There are Haitians who are Latinos, and don't y'all forget.
To everybody that has been commenting on my posts about immigration, that immigrants are okay as long as they come the right way, I want you to answer this. Trump just appointed Stephen Miller, who is all about denaturalization. Those are citizens that came here the right way. I want you now to tell me what you are going to do to protect those immigrants that came here the right way when that takes effect. When and if it happens, and we know that that's a big when and not an if. I think those of us whose moral compass is not incredibly broken to hold those accountable that thought that the price of eggs would only go down as long as you made these concessions and you put all of these other people and their liberties in danger. We have succeeded at one thing and one thing only, and that is eat each other from the inside out.
White man, white woman, and Latino man handed Trump the presidency. So Latino men that voted for Trump, we gotta talk. If that man goes through with the promises that he's made, like mass deportations, like denaturalization, aggressive border policies, attacks on reproductive rights that could affect your mothers, sisters, and daughters, then I hope that you stand on business to support your family and the community that you claim in the same way that you stood on business to support this man. That's it. That's my commentary. Y'all keep saying that familia is a core value for you, so stand on it and show up.
As a Latino, I've never been more embarrassed and more disappointed in the Latin community for even voting or thinking of voting for Trump. Voting against your own self-interest is counterproductive. It's insane to me. Like, y'all don't make no sense. What's not clicking? And let's be very serious. Latinos voted for Trump because they want to be as close to whiteness as possible. It's because they are anti-Black. It's because of the internalized racism. It's because of the pure not even internalized. It's for the outward racism. That's really mainly what it was. And let's not forget the misogyny of it all. Let's not forget that, because one thing a Latina woman is gonna do is gonna put her man, her son, and any male figure in the Latin community up on a pedestal with ease. And that's exactly what the Latino men thrive on. The women always putting them up on a pedestal. And that's really the sad part about it, because there is no reason why they should have been voting for Trump at all. I'm disappointed today, and I'm just so disappointed.
Am I a sellout like the left suggests? The amount of times I've been called a sellout on this app by liberals, I can't even count anymore. You see, as a Latina American, I had every single reason to consider myself oppressed. I was a teen mom, I'm Hispanic, I grew up not very well off, and not to mention in the worst part of Phoenix. 27th Avenue and Indian School, if you know, you know. If I wanted to rely on the government, I easily could have, and I don't think anyone would have blamed me. But I work in healthcare, and working around a lot of doctors, nurses, physicians, lawyers, business people, I woke up one day and thought there's got to be a better way. And when I woke up and saw the agenda that the left was trying to push on people like me and my family, I got smart and I started to do my research. And I realized that no other country in the entire world can you go to with $20 and make yourself extremely successful. Today, I'm a Latina American, I am a business owner, I am a mom, and I'm able to have my cake and eat it too. And the reason why I make these videos is to show other Latina American women, or Latina women period, what can be possible here in the great United States of America. But our current administration is trying to ruin that for all of us. They want you to believe that Donald Trump does not care about women's rights. They want you to believe that he's racist. And they want you to believe that he's not for the working class or the middle class. And I can tell you that the economy was never better under Donald Trump. Construction workers were never jobless under Donald Trump because the economy was amazing. And as a woman, I never lost a single right. So as a Latina American woman who had to wake up and flip to the other side to actually see the truth, I encourage you to do your research and possibly do the same. Where are my fellow Latina Americans for Trump?
Half of the Latino community voted for Trump. Why? I'm not here to be the devil's advocate. I want to dissect this subject so that we all can understand this phenomenon and why it keeps expanding to other communities. We need to recognize that there's a social ladder, not just in the US, but in the whole world. And the minorities, they're always grouped and put in a position where they have to fight to not be at the very bottom. These minority groups are compartmentalized into smaller groups. This is a defense mechanism to ensure survival. If we go more in detail, we have to talk about history. We can, for example, take a group and analyze it, such as Cuban Republicans in Florida. Cuban natives used to have the right to become residents in the US since 1996 until 2017 when Obama ended this Adjustment Act. The vast majority of them settled in Florida, and nowadays Cubans do not have that same benefit. The eradication of these laws segregates new generations of Cuban immigrants from those who were able to acquire permanent residence under the Adjustment Act. Immigrants will always be a target in politics. This is why playing into American values such as Christianity can ensure you have better social status rather than keeping your own costume, tradition, religion, and even history. I'm sure if you're from the United States, you have encountered Latinos that barely know anything about their culture and they don't speak Spanish. Sadly, if you dig deep, you'll find out that a lot of parents decide to not teach their kids about their culture and their language in order for them to blend in, be welcome in American society, and not be discriminated against. These are generations of Latinos that are growing with zero to no emotional connection to their own communities and culture and will vote against immigration. Now, are they perpetrators or victims of the constant racism and discrimination that the Latino community suffers daily? Between the 18th and 20th century, white passing occurred when African Americans were trying to escape legal discrimination and segregation against them. Being white passing meant you could escape slavery. It also meant you had to leave behind your family, your roots, your culture, and your own community. It also meant reciprocating the same problem against their own communities. After the Civil Rights Act of 1964 and the Voting Rights Act of 1965, white passing went from a necessity to an option. America's obsession with racial distinction hasn't gone away. It keeps evolving and targeting different communities, and these phenomena that keep emerging are part of that ladder that everyone wants to climb to make sure they're not at the very bottom.
I truly wish I could say that I was shocked to see so many Latinos that went out and supported Trump and put him in office. And I know that as part of you thinks that he sees you and you feel represented, but the part that's not connecting for you is what he sees you for and what you are to him. So you went, betrayed all of your fellow Latinos who have worked day and night, put us all on the line in exchange for acceptance from someone who already told you you're a criminal, they don't like you, and the minute that they get into office, they're going to try to do everything they can, even if you're a citizen, to strip you from your rights. You went and you did that consciously. Some of you cried with me, looked me in the eye and said, I wish there's something I could do for you, Irais. You're so smart. You've done so much. And I wish there was something. And then went and voted against everything that could have been my something. I take this personally. I really do.
Well, it is November 6th, and it appears that Trump has won the presidency again. And based on my assessment and looking over voting information, it appears that we can assess this and blame it or you can thank the Latino community. The Latino community voted in a larger percentage for Trump in 2024 than in 2020. So for all of my Latino friends and all of Latinos that voted for Trump, when your family starts getting deported, when your friends get deported, and when the economy starts coming down, because if this comes to pass and Trump deports how many ever, 10 to 20 million undocumented immigrants that are in the country, and we see that their contributions, which are around $96 billion in taxes to Social Security, to the federal government, to the state government, which they'll never collect, and we see problems coming with Social Security and Medicaid because people can't pay in, and we see his tariffs that he says they're going to be on China that are actually going to be on you, and you're going to pay these higher prices, how happy you're going to be. We also can thank the African American community for turning out in smaller numbers. They didn't turn out. They didn't vote. And so they spoke by not speaking. So again, I don't see good things ahead. All the things that Trump wants to propose are going to hurt the economy. All the economists have said Trump's plans are not good for the economy. His deportation plan sounds good to people that don't know better. It's not going to be good for the economy or for the country. And I only see more division ahead. So that's the way I look at what's happened. It is what it is. And unlike Trump that complains everything is stolen, I don't think you'll hear the Harris team say anything like that. And there you have it. Love to hear from my Democrats, my MAGAs, my crazies, and my cuckoos. I'm sure I'll hear from you a lot. But unlike Trump that cries and whines and when he doesn't win, we don't do that. We actually are real men and real women.
So like many of you, I have been really grappling with the Latino vote, right? I'm obviously angered, disappointed, but I also feel like it is my responsibility to understand what happened. Why did they feel safe voting for a man who has consistently attacked us, who has consistently said what he's going to do, right? These mass deportations. But, you know, talking to a lot of other Latinos, specifically immigrants, they've all felt that, hey, he's not talking about us. He's not talking about us. And a thing that I feel that is missing from this conversation is that a lot of immigrants, once they become, you know, legalized, they forget they are immigrants. And I think that is the problem with the Latino vote, that a lot of them thought, hey, he's not talking about us because I'm not an immigrant. I'm not undocumented. So I think we need to really have a conversation, a reflection of how we bring them back.
Like seriously, Liz, this is what they call medicine after, you know, medicine after you already sick to the point that you cannot even take the tablets anymore. The tablets can no longer even save you or revive you anymore. This is what I see. So these Hispanic people came out in full force to, you know, for TP, and now they're all here ranting, blabbing, and accusing each other's. Like, what I see here is a lot of people pointing fingers without taking accountable of what they have done. Like seriously, the thing is that I am not even seeing this happening only in Hispanic, you know, among the Hispanic people. I'm seeing the same thing happening among the Asian people. I posted a video about, you know, Asian people blaming Vietnamese Asian. Like, I was like they are not the problems. That it was actually the Vietnamese American Republic or something. I was like, are you serious right now? So everybody is just looking for who to blame. And my question is, before the election, what really happened? What were they doing? Like, were they all in agreement that, okay, let's do this way, let's really come together and do this way? Or were they all maybe fighting with each other? Or maybe, probably, most of them thought that, oh, we are the ones that probably is going to be accepted. You know, I posted a video 2 days ago about a black dude coming out to cry out how he was rejected in a cycle. He was like, oh, fellow MAGA, oh my God, I was caught, I was on live. Then a fellow MAGA was like, you can never be accepted. You are only used as a vote. You are only this and that. This is exactly how these people feels. Like, a lot of people that looks like me who probably are just, you know, are they 7% or 12% who supported, no, I think 7 or 12% of them who supported or who voted for BP. They think that maybe doing that will just give them a ticket to be accepted in the community. That you know deep inside of you that no matter what you do, you will not. This same thing applicable to Angel Rodriguez. I stitched a video about Angel Rodriguez. This man, before the election was, you know, before he was all out on his platform, oh my God, yeah, let's go. Like, not only him, a lot of them were like that because they thought that, you know, this person, white person or something, definitely they are going to count us first before counting people that looks like me. I think this is what they feel, that they are going to count them first before, or they are going to, you know, they are the first people to be counted in, to be in their circle before even looking at people that looks like me. This is exactly what most of them feels. That is why they are like over 60 something. Most of the other ones were like for other parties and all of that, because people that looks like me does not really have problem only with, you know, pan color people. Even some POC people still do not want to, you know, it's as if black people are also their problems. I could actually tell this because of what has been happening in Pal. I could actually tell this because of some of the stitches I put up here from some POC people coming from people that looks like me. Like, I will never forget a video I stitched here from one, I think she's Hispanic. She was all out mocking black women. Like, she was all using that, you know, noise to you know, black women, and telling them that, okay, she's better off, she's more accepted. They're so jealous of, like, I don't get it. And you know that come rain, come sun, you are also in the minority group. What makes you think that, you know, you will be accepted in the upper or the majority? Let me just use that word. Even themselves, these people that you think that in the majority group, they have privilege, within themselves, they still have some kind of, okay, if I'm rich, you are not in my class. They have something like that. So what makes you think that you, as a POC, you will be accepted, or because you like, it's even so surprising that most of them come out to cry out how they are being rejected in their circle. Like, why is Angel Rodriguez crying? What was he even expecting? So I don't know if you've seen that video. You know, this Angel Rodriguez, please correct me if I'm wrong to pronounce his name. He's a very strong supporter of TP. Then his neighbor, who also is a very strong supporter of TP, who happens to be a pan-colored man, they both also voted for TP. And after all of this thing, you know, his kids often go out to play with this man's kids. And all of a sudden, this pan-colored man was like, you never ever allow your kids to play with my own kid. You are not wanted here. You should go back to where you're coming from. He even used a pew-pew to pew-pew on the air. And this man was all out on social platform. Oh my God, these people, I don't know, they are like this. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand. Use the same energy that you used when you were dancing all over your social platform to tell people to, you know. And now it's all out saying that Texas is, you know, a D-A-N-G-E-R place. I really do not want to call, you know how it is here. Seriously, I keep like, what? Why are you surprised? So you think that because you voted for TP, automatically you have bought the ticket of immune, not to be discriminated against? Like, you have to think more if you actually think that way. You have not automatically bought a ticket for your immune whatsoever. You are still going to be treated as a minority. You are still going to be told to go back to where you're coming from. That does not change a thing. It doesn't. So when you're doing something in order to achieve something, I think it's better off you just do that thing because you just want to do it, and it's what you believe in, it's what you like. It's not bad. It's not a bad thing for you to do something that you believe is going to yield a very positive result. That is absolutely okay. But don't do that expecting that because you have done this, you are going to gain favor from people or favor from other side. No. I keep on telling, you know, if you're from the other side and you want to do stuff, maybe create a safe place so that you will not come out and be crying out. Create a safe place. Maybe you guys should create maybe a kind of POC, you know, MAGA or something, so that you guys can have a support system to support each other, so that anytime you encounter anything like this, you can go to your support system, and you should have a leader that will table the matter to the high hierarchy. I think this is solve the problem, because everybody have the right to believe in any system that they think is going to change everyone's life. So, but when you're doing that, make sure you have a support system, a BOC support system, all of you together that support in this system that is going to work out for everyone's benefits. Create it so that anytime you encounter rare and see stuff like this, then you can table it in your support system. Then maybe your leader might table it to the high hierarchy to tell them that, oh, we are all here, you know, campaigning for you guys, but this is what you guys are doing and which we don't like. And probably they might look into it, because you're just out here, you know, and nothing has been done. This is what happened to Angel Rodriguez. And now all of his sisters and brothers are all out. Like, seriously. But what I know is that I hope this is just going to benefit everyone. I know it's a transit of change. Like, when you want to transit to something new, it comes with a lot of tension, commotion, confusion, ranting, and all of that. But with time, everything is just going to calm down and normalize, and people will start probably enjoying it. I hope so. I really do hope so. You know? Anyway, lovelies, why don't you just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We're just here for educational and informative purposes. And if you've not subscribed to this channel or to this extent, please do your girl a huge favor to click on the subscription button. Please like this video, share your thoughts in the comment section, and I will see you, lovelies.
Just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. In the comment section of what you think of this video. And please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We are just here for educational purposes. So please share this video, subscribe if you're yet to do that, and I will see you, lovelies, when I upload the next one.